Top 5 most expensive planes in the world. The aviation industry is a big source of income for many countries around the world, both developed and developing. This is because compared to other areas, this one is more luxurious. About 2.7 trillion US dollars is added to the world's GDP by this industry. It has also given over 65.5 million people jobs all over the world. It doesn't matter if many of the planes listed below are used by the military or as posh private jets. As the most expensive planes in the world, they are worth seeing. Here are the top 5 most expensive planes in the world. However, before we start our countdown, we would appreciate it if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. Let's get started. Number 5. Boeing 747-8 VIP, 357 million US dollars. The Dreamliner is another name for the Boeing 747 VIP plane. It is made in a unique way and uses the most up-to-date technology. The Boeing 747-8 is a bigger version of the famous 747. It is the second biggest and longest plane ever made by an airline. Ford General Electric TFNX powered the plane's engine. It can fly non-stop for 9,200 nautical miles. The private plane has a lounge, a dining room, and an office. It also has a large conference room. It has an area of 4,786 square feet. It has a more advanced engine, a more advanced cockpit, and more space for carrying things. They use the best materials to build the inside of the plane. There is a huge office with a great room for meetings. It has a master lounge area where you can relax and feel at ease. The King of Brunei owns the Boeing 747-8. There are spiral staircase, video screens on the walls, and elevated ceilings in the VIP areas of the Boeing 747-8. The Boeing 747-8 VIP aircraft can hold up to 467 people. Number 4. Airbus A380 Custom, 500 million US dollars. The Airbus A380 Custom is a luxury plane made for kings and VIPs. The Saudi Prince Al Wahid bin Talal owns it. The prince can call himself one of the lucky few in the world to be able to travel in the epitome of luxury. About 550 square meters of a space are used for the cabin on this plane. Even if your house is a palace, the Airbus 380 private jet has more than enough room for all your home's things. The A380 is made with the latest graphic structure, which includes carbon ribs inside the wings made of aluminum. Forbes report that aircraft order was the second flight test aircraft with serial number 002. It has a sophisticated and navigation system and can work for more than 13 hours and fly more than 9,000 nautical miles. Number 3. Custom Airbus 340-300, 600 million US dollars. The A340-300 plane took its first flight on October 21, 1991. It started testing 6 other planes in the air, including A340-300 and the limited A340-200 version. About 600 million US dollars was spent on the Airbus. On a single flight, it can up to 30,700 kilometers. This expensive plane is owned by Alisher Simonow, who is one of the richest person in Russia. It is the biggest plane in Russia. It can hold as many as 375 people, which is plenty for a conference meeting. It can travel up to 9,000 nautical miles. Number 2. Air Force One, 660 million US dollars. People often call this plane the private plane of the US president. It's 21 feet wide and 40,000 square feet, which are both impressive. Air Force One is a big plane that can hold more than 100 guests and 26 crews. The plane is made to make sure that everyone on board is safe and secure. It can stand up to earthquakes, meteor strikes, nuclear war, and anything else. If doctors need to do surgery while in the air, they can do it in the plane hospitals. Air Force One can go about 650 miles per hour, and it can also be refueled while it is in the air. Air Force One is worth 660 million US dollars. Number 1. B-2 Spirit Stealth Bomber, 2.1 million US dollars. The most expensive plane in the world is B-2 Spirit Stealth Bomber. One of the best things about the plane is its stealth technology, which makes it hard for enemies to see. It keeps it safe from attacks and lets it get past the air defense of big countries like Russia so it can drop nuclear bombs. Plane was used by the United States Air Force to drop bombs on Afghanistan and Iraq. The B-2 Separate bomber is a great plane that has left its mark on military aviation ever since it was made. The price of B-2 Separate bomber went from $737 million in 1989 to over $2.1 million in 1997. It's a huge jump, so it is a top secret plane and one of the most expensive planes ever made. Even though it's a wingspan in 52 meters 170 feet, the B-2 is still quiet and quick. The B-2 Separate bomber can fly more than 10,000 nautical miles. It is about 360-500 pounds heavy. In short, it is the most expensive plane in the world now. These are the top 5 most expensive planes in the world. If you like the video, leave a comment and also subscribe to our channel for more videos. Press the bell icon for the all latest updates. We will be back soon with a new video. Till then, keep watching and supporting. Thanks.